Well, we want to say welcome to the Bottomline Liberia discussions tonight. And it's a weekend edition. And so today is Friday, the 21st of August 2026. And this is actually going to be the second to the last edition because I'm sure we're going to still be here in August. Next Friday will be the 28th, but Tuesday we're gonna. So there are two more editions actually. Tuesday will be here, and then next Friday we're gonna be here with the final edition for August. But on that note, we like to say welcome to you if you're joining us for the first time from anywhere where you're joining us. We want to say welcome. This is the Bottomline Liberia discussions, and with me is Paul the Lord Chiroclay, and together we will be bringing you some information as they unfold in Liberia. As we all know, there are things happening in Liberia, and so we will be touching things that have been happening. Paul, welcome.
Well, good evening, my dear brother. Good evening, and this is another day in paradise. It's good to be among the living. How are you, dear brother?
Well, I'm fine. And health-wise, I'm fine. I still got some pain in my knee though, but we're kicking it. And besides that, weather-wise, it's been a rainy day here, and the weather is so bad. Not that bad, it's raining, and I mean bad for summer, but it's raining and it's not cold yet. So yeah, we're hanging in there, and the next we found is the hot news unraveling or unfolding in Liberia. And I don't know how is the weather from your side.
Well, the thing is, we've been having a heat wave for a very long time. And the past 2 days now, rain came in the evening to cool off a little bit. But we're still having the warm temperature as we stand. But then from what the scientists are saying, because of the heat, by next year, we'll even experience the hottest weather in Europe. So it's something that have to do with climate change. So yeah, but we are okay. Usually at this time of the year, the weather can start giving you signal that we are not headed for spring. But we still enjoying the calmness of the sun. Yeah. You muted, bro.
Yeah, I was saying, well, it's good that you're having good weather, but for some reason I'm not getting the prompt I'm not being prompted by the show, so by the page. So if you can share the show to my WhatsApp, then I'll also share. Or if you can share it, I'll go anywhere and find it and share it.
Let me share it with you now. So it's better that I don't know why it's not picking up. Let me share it with you.
Yeah, me too. I don't know, technical issue. But while Paul is doing that, we want to say welcome to you wherever you are. And if you join us, all you need to do is just say hi. I'm watching for so, and then we'll see your name and we'll
check your WhatsApp.
Acknowledge you. But for now, I want to apologize for the noise in my background. Or I'm actually going to get rid of it now. I got a show I'm going to share it. But in the meantime, Paul, we're going to take a short music break while we share the show and let our viewers get themselves together. So we take a quick break. As usual, we're going to play Takunchi and to get us on our way.
My people, where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands. Come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people who us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people who us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. The say we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that left us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to be? See, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you screw us. You screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the corrupt. No one to trust. My people, no one to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then stay they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the corrupt. We tired with their promises that left us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us. You screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie.
Through trials and tribulations, you have prevailed. The spirit is unbreakable, never derailed. With a rich heritage and culture and grace, Liberia, you are the land we embrace.
You are welcome to the Bottomline Liberia.
You are watching the review of Liberian newspapers' headlines that made news during the week on the Bottomline Liberia. Please join us every Tuesday and Friday at 7 p.m. Liberian time, 8 p.m. UK time, 9 Central European time.
And of course, the major news tonight, or for the entire week, until otherwise order, is that the former Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, former First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, and also former Senator of Port County, Madam Joy Howard Taylor, is in police custody and is also admitted at the hospital while she's under police watch, under police custody. And it all happened in connection with what the authorities alleged to be her involvement in the current drug saga in the country. And of course, we all have heard a lot from different angles, from different perspectives. People have been talking about these drugs, and we, including me, everybody on this platform, we have been pushing for people responsible for this drug to be brought to book. And in line with the police RG's pronouncement some weeks ago that there are senior government officials at the highest level involved in this thing, he didn't say maybe it's telepoint plan. Okay? So we have been opting, we have been pushing that those people, those higher ups, and even the lower people should come to give account of their involvement. And so far, I think this is the most senior former government official. But there's something that I want Paul and I to discuss, which because what the police actually said, I think I think Paul should have that video somewhere. What the police actually said was that there are senior officials of government. He didn't say former officials, he said senior official in this government. In this government, and we know we have one government in Liberia now. Why it's true that Joe Howard was former vice president, she's not in government anymore. So, but so far, that's the biggest person that we have seen. So, I don't know why you make of this because Gregory Cuomo's statement was definitely he said that people at the highest level, most senior level in this government, and demonstrative pro nowadays shows that you are pointing at something which is definite. So I don't know what you make of that.
Linford. Liberia is in trouble.
Hmm.
And what am I saying that Liberia is in trouble? We deserve what we wanted. And it's good that some of us been around when we were kids in the 80s. We saw what happened and what led to the Civil War. And this is the pattern that have been repeated. We have a saying in Liberia that say history have a way of repeating itself. Gregory Coleman told the nation that people at the very highest level, state actors
Actors at senior level.
at the very, very senior level are involved in the cocaine cycle. He said it. He never mentioned former official. Okay. If you have intelligence on former officials, VRPs to be precise, when you dealing with them, you deal with them with some sort of respect because you already have your intelligence. So when you want to do something, they say, oh, for some reason, we have something on you, want you to kindly appear at the station or wherever. That's what they do. But the fact is that you gone behind somebody, a very high profile person without any charge, but you humiliate them, and then later on you brought charges towards them. It just shows how bad where we heading, because this used to happen in the 80s when those used to arrest people. And then when people come from those situations, what happened? They get angry. They want to take revenge. So we in a troubled times in Liberia, and people not looking at that way. They thinking because it's part of the same thing. No, when wrong is wrong, you have to point it out. If Joel Howard is involved in any drugs thing, treat it with respect. And then when you have the evidence, she go to court. When she found guilty, the whole nation will be happy. But you dramatize the whole situation. And then later on, before you brought the charges, where are we heading? This is the problem. This is where are we heading? A government that claim that they have 50 years experience. Is that what we're heading? It's just
So I'm gonna roll this video and we can discuss it. We can listen to it again for our viewers, and
no.
then we
But
can start from there.
before you go to that video, I want to point out something.
Yeah.
A week ago, Joette Howard Taylor made a video and she questioned the government about the drug situation. after she made that video, the government decided to go for her. So I want to listen to that video first. If they have all of this evidence on Joel Howard Taylor before this, because they said she been in connection with the people since 2022, and the cocaine thing that just happened recent time, is that Joel Howard that facilitated all of these things to happen now to bring, because the high profile people that Gregory Coleman spoke of, they're known to be arrested yet. So I want to roll that video. We can talk about it. And then what I'm saying, there's a troubling time in Liberia. And if Liberia not mindful, what am I saying? We might end up what happened that over 250,000 people die in Liberia. It might happen again if we're not careful. Because what these guys are doing, they go for Joel Howard Taylor. After Joel, who is George Weah. That is the playbook we're watching now. It's a live video we're seeing. What's going to happen? It's by stages. So let's roll the thing and then we'll have a conversation. This is what Joel Howard said. Let me see if I can.
Where are the new projects that the United Party has brought on board? We now are overwhelmed with the whole issue with drugs. No here, no there, no middle. Nobody talking. Everybody just sitting quietly. When they said that we were doing drugs and bringing drugs in the country after our push, they said, "One president, we are bringing kush." There was a conversation that went across the whole country. What were those major things that were done in the Weah Taylor-led government? What has been done now? We are year number 3. And we're still hearing only dedicating old projects that are already done that we might not have had the time to dedicate. The president said, let's go and run our campaign on when we dedicate the project. I think it was a wrong strategy. We should have gone and dedicated those projects so everybody will see. But everybody knows, like you said, do your fact check and find out what was provided. Where are the new projects that the United?
She made this video a week ago, challenging the government. What are the new projects? So she questioned them because there is no signatory project since 3 years Joseph Boakai been in the office. All they're doing is everything that we are did. So she questioning them. Is that what I got them upset? So Joel Howard talked about they were behind the Weah-led government about Kush. But under Joseph Boakai is cocaine.
Cocaine.
The cocaine started when they arrested for accidentally. It happened on the airport that we got to know that Liberia have cocaine. So they turn the whole cocaine cycle around now and put it on Joel Howard Taylor. But then what happened to these people that Gregory Coleman talked about? Let's listen to Gregory Coleman.
This thing was definitely sanctioned as state actors at very, very senior level of this government, of the Republic of Liberia.
But if you roll that video one more time, I want to pick on one keyword.
Okay.
Identify key players. This thing was definitely sanctioned as state actors at very, very senior level of this government, of the Republic of Liberia.
Thank you. The last sentence. Very, very senior state actors of this government. Paul, we all went to school, we learned that small ABC. If I say that book, that man, I'm pointing to people, demonstrative, adjective, this man, that man, those people. Or if I say by people, I'm generalizing, so it's not specific people. Okay? If I say people are coming, if I say Paul, the man is coming, that means you expecting a particular man to come. And Gregory Coleman is saying that this government, so how many government do we have in Liberia? So it means that in this Boakai-led government, there are people. Now, You can't tell me the senior actors that he talk about, state actors that he talk about, that Joe Howard Taylor in this government. Oh, Joe Howard Taylor is just ordinary citizen, in fact, in opposition. So she's got no face to fry in this government. So I think until now, Greg Kuma will still have to produce the names of the state actors, because you're not speaking out of the blue, because he said this thing is calculated by actors, state actors in this government. So he still have to produce them. So they are covering people. Okay, but let me end on this note so that maybe you can pick it from there. If Joe Howard was involved in anything, we have not heard her name. We have not, prior to this, we have not heard that she was involved in anything. There have been no rumors. Now she's traveling, and you go and knock her at the airport and bring her without any prior information that we want you for questioning or whatever. Okay, if you have informed her, because they are not told that they gave her prior information or notice that she will be questioned, and then if they had informed her and she had that notice and then she decided to leave the country, you can say she's leaving on suspicious method. But she got no information that she needs to be questioned. And then she's traveling, and you go and kidnap her at the airport and disgrace her. And she was lucky that they started filming, they started doing video, or else something would have happened. They would have dragged her literally from the car. So I think the government is missing the mark here. Like you said, they are only reacting. They are politicizing this thing. The first thing is that Joe Bwaka's son, Jojo, was named. People, the video is there. There's not nobody making all this thing.
So let me hold you right there for the sake of our audience. The Columbia Drugs Cartel. Let's roll this thing so we can.
Jr., Akajo Joe. This message is of you former partners from Colombia. You dirty motherfucker, after how many times we worked together, you have decided not to steal from us after all these years. We had 10 tons in Liberia and you only put on the news 4 tons. You and the head of NDLEA stole the 6 tons and no one to resell it. And on top of that, we pay $2 million to that motherfucker we calling as a kid. We have paid that to the head of the police to release our 2 guys and send them out of the country tomorrow. We're gonna let them do their statement and we're gonna release our pictures of you and the beach of the mystery of the friends. We'll have managed the entrance of our units. We're gonna
Linfa, you can flow. Joseph Newman Barker Jr.
Yeah.
The Columbia Drugs Cartel call his name.
Yeah.
Okay, flow.
The drug cartel mentioned his name. They attached figures to him. $2 million they gave him, allegedly. And then up to now, okay, somebody will say, oh, and this is what the group people are saying, right? Oh, no proof. No people that force people. Okay, fine, that force people. But if those people are fake people, why did Jojo reply to them through a letter? So, and then he even admitted that he and these people have had a trip to. So where did force people come from? So if it was just one Yakpaulo in a gutter that people mentioned, don't you think the person will be in jail by now? That one face of it. The second face of it is Joe Howard is picked up from the airport straight to police custody, and she when they told her that she was going to go to Subby, the pressure came up and she fell off. At least that's a thought we can connect now. But they said they arrested the Kuya. No, it was not on video. No, I saw they arresting Kuya. They said they arrested Harry. They got Harry in nightclub. We didn't see him on video. They handcuffed and they were dragging him. So far, many people who saw on video, for me, I saw on video, maybe video is going to be corrected, but the only people I saw on video were the 2 guys, the one from Colombia and the other one, okay? That we saw them in handcuffs, they were putting them in the car. plus a few other guys that local guys they arrested. Okay, but the tag guns that they're arresting, even the back, what you call him, Baggio Biago, the Biago guy, I did not see him in handcuffed to go. So where are these people? They say the police is holding them, but you go humiliate the vice president, former vice president, somebody who would have become the president of Liberia had anything happened to Georgia or had Georgia been impeached or resigned. Then you disgrace her and carry her under that kind of circumstance. Without saying that, okay, we saw these things in your possession right now, and so we can catch you. Even if you saw it, you know, I don't understand because under our Liberian law, there is this section of the law that says, or that is based on presumption of innocence. So
Until
if
proven
you caught
guilty,
somebody
yeah.
cutting somebody's throat, blood all on their hand, that person still remains innocent until you can find them guilty. Okay, but on suspicion, you go, you humiliate a woman, you charge her, you put all the heavy charges on her, about to take her to jail. And the intention was to carry her to jail yesterday, and then today she will stay in jail until after the weekend before you go get her on Monday or Tuesday. Spend all those time in jail, just to disgrace her. And it's all based on political ideology because that she's opposition. Okay, and of course you got to dismantle the CDC, which was the largest threat to them. Start by catching Joe Howard Taylor, you go for George Weah, and then no more B3 in the CDC. CDC is dismantled. Then probably they begin to look for other opposition leaders. But as you said, we don't know what we're going. And if they are not careful, we might just go by
Linford,
in the
Linford,
dishes.
Linford, and to our audience, the way I see this, you see, when you have high-profile people, when Donald Trump, for example, when there were charges on him, they didn't go to disgrace Donald Trump. He was called in, and based on that, they took him to court. High-profile people are high-profile people. Joy Howard she's not an easy potato or small potato. I may put it this way. And this is the woman that you say you're going to disgrace, but then you didn't consider. You say you have all the evidence on her. That means you should have gotten the charge from the court to go and charge her when you arrested her. But you didn't do it. You took her to the police station for over 8 hours before now you decided to say, okay, we got something on you. These are the charges. You dramatized the whole thing. You're fighting drugs. We agree. But Gregory Coleman told us there are high-profile people in the government. But up to now, one of the high-profile people yet to be arrested. We don't know who are these people. And Gregory Coleman, who told us also that journalists were accepting money to talk for the drugs cartel. Gregory Coleman is still on his job. Why is it Gregory Coleman have not been called by questioning by the highest security authority that you gave the information? Who are the high-profile people in Joseph Numa Baka government, and who are the journalists that are receiving money? Let us know. But they turn the whole thing around to make it look like, because the charges that they put on Joy Howard Taylor is the same charges that Donald Trump, United States, put on Maduro. So that means Joy Howard Taylor, from 2002, according to the police, that they had the communication with this particular drugs guy. So all Joy Howard, since 2002, her job is sitting now coordinating the movement of drugs, because they said drug trafficking, money laundering, there's a lot of heavy charges they put on her. So that means the $317 million drugs that they caught on the airport, it comes from Joy Howard. She distributed those drugs. That's what they're telling us Liberians. This is this whole thing that they're telling us. So the government officials that were arrested, the police highway patrol officer that told the world that Gregory Coleman instructed him to go escort the drug. Who gave Gregory Coleman that command that we want your people to escort the drugs? No one had been brought to book. But Joel Howard Taylor now, because she had connection in 2022, he pick her up. We accept it. You have half a day in court. But then where about the people that you call? You can't arrest them. So that's why I think Labelle we feel going back to the dark days. Because what happened now, you arrest Joel Howard Taylor. It's fine. The next person is they will find something on George Weah and they will arrest George Weah. And this is where the trouble going to come from in Liberia. And mark this day, today, the 21st of August. I'm seeing this. This is what I see will happen in front. This will happen if this government is not careful. Because what? We want to remain in power. We destroy whoever we want to destroy because we want to. But then, wherever you do, they say what goes around, it comes back to bite you. We saw that in the 1980s. And then when it came back, what happened? Honest, innocent people just died because of somebody greed. And this is what Joseph Boyka brought to Liberian people. His experience that he had, that people talk about, is come from the Doe era. And Honor Ellie. That's how I see this. We in a trouble time in Liberia. Yeah.
You have put it any better than what you said. You know, let me tell you one thing. Yesterday a post that when the lion is not around, the deer can take a corpse, the baby for play tour. And when I said that, I was just speaking in parable, right? Joel Howard Taylor was not a small person. Her husband had rebel faction. And those rebel people, they were all loyal to them. Despite the fact that there's no more rebel organization in Liberia. But those people still owe some loyalty to them.
And she's a party chairperson for her party, for that party.
Yeah. And that party got members all over Liberia. This one is not county based. And besides that, she has been former superintendent. And she has been former first lady. She has been former vice president. So this lady, you see, and the government makes it to appear so bad that when you want to talk, people will say, oh, they're talking for Joel Howard Taylor. No, we're not talking in favor of anybody who got drugs or who is connected to drugs. You know, the manner in which you do things, it was very simple. You got security, you got EPS or how you call them, assigned to Joel Howard Taylor's detail. She's not somebody who is hiding. You got all her information. It's very simple. Call her. People want to see you. What you can't rush and go disgrace a woman in a ring. You can't do that. And that alone, let me tell you, if Liberia was some volatile country, just from yesterday, there will be problem in Liberia by now. Trust me. The citizens of P party, the MPPs of P party, and this is somebody from the two parties that you are treating like that. And now, you know, I don't know who's advising this government, whether Oswald Tue, who is the Justice Minister, can look at some of the danger involved in certain decisions that you can take to bring chaos. And upon that, he should be able to, in fact, he's not the political advisor to the president, I think, or the security advisor.
Mandela Cooper is I know some kind of advisor, then Kofi is the security advisor.
This honorable Buju Ben Keita is also, I think, political advisor or no.
Is the security advisor that Kofi?
No, legal advisor. Yeah, legal advisor. Buju Ben Keita is legal advisor, and Kofi Wu is an advisor too. You see, so these people, I don't know whether they actually advising the president or whether Gregory Como is taking these actions unknown to the president. So somebody, I'm confused.
So Linford,
I don't think Joe Braga can have for 20 years.
Linford, in Liberia, what the president wants and what happened? Gregory Coleman now become the main person that the government have put up front. He's the spokesperson, he's the accuser, he's the prosecutor. Remember this story. When he wanted Yeke Koluba, it was Gregory Coleman who wrote letter to the legislature You remember? So Gregory Coleman, the role he played is like he's the error ball that go and act. So he's the one that acting. So this is why I think we dangerous time. And the young man too, he think it's power, but he's still a young person. I think Gregory in his 40s, he get a long way in front of him. And he should be careful. So I see him like he's the one now, the guy. You remember in the 80s, there was a guy called Chicken Scott. Gregory Coleman is playing that role of Chicken Scott today.
Chicken Scott, he was Justice Minister.
Yes.
Chicken Scott.
That's the role Gregory Coleman is playing today. And that's what I'm saying. The whole thing, if they're not careful, because what they're doing, we know now, we understand. Yeka Kolba broke a story, said that Fina Bono, who is now giving information on the past leader. So that means they will go for George Weah. And it will be interesting. They will pick up George Weah. We're heading for a very bad. If you get evidence on somebody, bring the evidence, take the person to court, let them face the law. If they found guilty, they go to prison. But the way they're going about, my brother, we saw
something I have observed about Liberian government. So I can't talk much about the government, but from the Doe government coming to the Taylor government and even to the Ellen government, all of the governments they have their own person who can execute. They have somebody who they can send to do the job. Yeah. In the Doe government, you have people that depend on them. Who could just grab a medical doctor coming from doing operation and lay in the middle of the road and flog in 25 lashes because the man crossing from a car. You have a Falavani who could just walk anywhere and grab a group of people and beat them. Nothing comes from inside. And then fast forward to the Taylor government, we saw they had the group of people too who could do that. Okay? So, you see, I don't know, with the 47 years experience that Boakai gathered in all the governments, because he worked in all of them. Where is he? Has he forgotten? Does he have short memory that, okay, you learn something today and tomorrow you forget, you go to sleep, you wake up, you forget? It should be all type of thing. But again, certain things can happen. And then I sit down and ask, I don't think this president is aware of what's happening. And trust me, time will come. He will be saying that I didn't know. Time will come. He will say, I didn't know. But of course, you are the head of the everybody. So, oh, Taylor, that wicked man. Yeah, Taylor, okay, 250,000 people. How can one person, even Hitler didn't kill 250,000 people? He didn't. Taylor did not shoot one person. Taylor never, from the Taylor that I know, he didn't shoot anybody. Okay, but because his boys were doing it, okay, he had men all over the country. So now, by the way, in Grand, they're killing somebody right now. What Taylor wait on the other side? You know, okay. So you are the head of the government. You, Mr. Joe Boakai, you are the head of the government. You are the president. If you said, and I don't understand whether you can hear these things, that this is happening to Joe Howard Taylor. He should be a statesman. You are president. You don't be vindictive. Give the kind of order. You go and get her. No, you're creating chaos. If anything happens today, it is your government that will be in problem. Okay? They say he that is down fears no fall because that person is down. But you who way up to the top of the tree, are you the ones to be afraid to fall? The dry leaf on the ground ain't got no more problem, but you're who hanging up there, you'll stay green. One day you'll come down. And I don't understand what people, when people see when they get power in Liberia or they think that this power is perpetual. Because, I mean, Paul, how easy is it for people to forget so quickly? We saw this thing the time where when the military took over, they got her going. Everybody was afraid of them. But gradually, you know, they gone fade away and they remain civilian and all of them perished. MPFL King, I call it MPFL King, all the other warring faction King, all have gone when the person will run away. Today, they are nowhere. Some of them, when they see us, we the civilian, they start running away. So what made CDC were there? CDC thought, oh, we'll be there for 24 years. No, for the say 36 years. Then from there, it came to 24. From 24, 18 to 12. Then last minute they start praying for at least for election to cancel and win. They started campaigning. But when it started first, they thought they were on top of team. I remember they used to go play football, go, we are the master, we can't get that. Yeah. Certain talking now, all of them, they started running campaign all over the place. And now Joe Waka, you who were opposition, you saw all the mistakes. You say you will come to correct it. And you turn around and even multiply what you guys were talking against. I mean, it surprises me that people will repeat things that I was speaking against yesterday and even do it worse. I'm like, is something wrong with power and human being? And one old man told me something one time. He said, my son, power and money not good for, but he was talking about blind men. He limited it to blind men. But for me, I apply it to all human beings. He said, power and money not good for blind men. I said, what do you mean? He said, when blind men get power, he'll use that power against his own people and use that power to get money. And then if he get money but he didn't get power, he'll use that money against people too, and he'll also use that money to get power. And we are seeing all of these things display in Liberia. So I don't know whether when people take power, something can come over then, or that kind of feeling. I have not been in big power before, but I've been close to power. I remember when we used to be walking with the president, trying to interview the president. Then you see the whole group looking at you. That kind of feeling. I don't know, Paul, you know what I mean? That you feel like you in a kind of special setting. And it should tell me that the president is working, that person like me, I'm close to the president, we can fly with the president, go to other countries, So that feeling, I understand how it is, but to the extent where they got to do things that will haunt them tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I have not reached that stage yet, but I don't think.
So, Linford, Amar Corner said something in 2017, and he said during the campaign that Joseph Numa Barker had 17 counts of people. He listed all the people that he had something on
against.
That was Amar Cornell. That's why he told the nation that the papi he doesn't forgive. The reason why I'm saying we're in a troubled time, remember this. When George Weah doing the campaign, 2023 campaign, when George Weah told the nation that Omer Barker had pacemaker, and he used the government money to send him to do pacemaker. Up to today, Joseph Barker will not forgive George Weah. He will go after Weah. So this is why I'm saying we're in a very bad time. It's not about fighting corruption. It's not about fighting drugs. It's about if he's not happy with you, you went after him before, he will come after you. That's what he done with Joel Howard Taylor. He did it with Yeke Koluba. He did it with Prince Johnson. He did it with Benena Yuri. You need them. All the people in that cycle. He now after Amara Cornell, who brought him to prominence. You see this? So it's something that it just show. He started with Fonati Kofa. They came out with the thing, say the guy burned the Capitol building. The police told all they had a geospatial thing that they were, how they were communicating, and they were going to nail him in court. Today, that thing still dragging on. So when Joel Howard said that,
well, I'm not cutting you off. Thank you that you brought that thing up on my mind yesterday. That today, Gregory Coleman had not produced any evidence from the burning of the Capitol building. When he said that they had this instrument that you talk about, that
geospatial that they had a satellite thing, how the people are making calls, and they are going to show the evidence in court.
Today, that case is swept under the rug. We didn't get no information, no thing, so to speak, in Liberian parlance, right? And then he the same people coming again, or he the same person coming again to say that they get watertight evidence against Joe Howard Taylor. Now we are waiting to see whether it will go down the same way the Capitol building issue went down. You know, this government has shot itself in the head, not even in the leg. They have shot themselves in the head so many times that they're making the whole thing easier for opposition. And that's why they don't want peace in the country. And you said something, and it's true that we are heading down a very dangerous road, a very slippery path, because all these things are happening to human beings. All the bad things they're doing it to people. They're not doing it to trees, or they're not doing it to horses to say the thing and feeding. They're doing it to people that are connected. So you begin to do all these things. You shoot yourself in the leg already. So we know. You see it? So they make it easy for opposition. And they know that if time comes for election, and then the playing ground is level for everybody, opposition got a dossier of information against them that can convince the citizens to vote against them. And so what they're doing now, they want to make it things fall apart. So the center will now hold. They check out everything and will be in confusion. But that is where they're making the biggest mistake. Go ahead, Paul.
You're right, Linford. You are absolutely spot on. And this is what I'm saying. It's not about, they're not fighting cocaine. Because if they were fighting cocaine from what Gregory Coleman told us by now, the high up that he spoke of, we should see some of them now being handcuffed. But then they decided to divert the whole thing to go for the past leader to show that they are really doing something. That was on a dangerous path. And mark this day today. That's what I keep pointing out today, the 21st. George Weah said he told the nation that Joseph Burger had pacemaker and he supported him, took him to hospital. He have not been forgiven. Joseph Burger will jail George Weah. Mark this day. I say we're in a troubled time in Liberia and people may take it for a joke, but these are people that he going after. They have huge followers. And this will cause a lot of problem in Liberia if they don't take things with care. The government is all over the place. He started with noise and he will end with noise. There's nothing about the country. That's where we're heading. Yeah.
Since this government came to power, it's been problem from here, there. You're not, I mean, I don't understand. I mean, that first, second year, Capitol building burned. If I know, the ones I can remember. In that first year, they started removing tenure position people. It's a law that Joe Bugger, as vice president and president of the Senate, they helped to pass. He started breaking it, violating it. Then Capitol building burned. They went for the people. Protest came. They use heavy hands on the protesters, which they always do anyway. All government do that. Then the next thing is we lost a portion of our land to the Guineans. As we speak, they are still there. Nothing happening. And then another one, cocaine. 2 cocaine posts now under the same administration. And they want to switch the blame to the past administration. Tell me, why is it that they go and complete project that was started by the past administration? They take glory for it. They say they didn't want it. But when cocaine comes, then they say no, and that was the past administration. That was the past administration. So where the cocaine been all that time? The administration left office since almost 3 years ago. So where has it been all the time? So the administration, the powerful more than the past administration powerful more than your who got the security under your control. So how they been bringing it? So you ain't get security. And Jeremiah Kun made a statement. The vice president made some statement, but I don't have that video ready now, where he said there is no security in this country. Okay, and I know. Then I started connecting the dot. I think he knew what was going on, and he had tested the water. And then he found out that there is no security. That's why these things are happening. So he was speaking in tongue. He should have been called to question. They should have called him to question him too. Because
they can't call him because the thing is, in the inner circle, when in that circle, they can't call you. But anyway, the way I see things, Liberians, they should be very, very mindful. We get our brothers and sisters, our aunties in Liberia. We don't want to go back to the dark days. And the path that Joseph Numa and his government taking, I'm afraid that we may end up what happened years back, that how we end on this note. Let Joel Howard have a day in court, give the evidence, but if they found out that all of these things is just to to disgrace somebody, it would not go well with them. That's how I see it. She a high profile person. If you go for high profile people, invite them. She's not running away from the country. Like what they did with Kimia, the Amos Sawyer, West, all that, the Mirror. Why they didn't put Hancock up there? You see, the game these guys are playing is terrible. I'm not so therefore we don't have much time here. I want us to move on. And what I want us to move on to something else. And something that is big concerning in Liberia, people not talking about it. It have to do with these people that the U.S. government sending to Liberia. You see, it's about what? The 1,200 deportees that Liberia is signed to receive. I want us to talk about this. And the reason why we will talk about it, the country called Liberia, the government of Liberia does not care for its own citizens to start with. But this is the country that because money is involved, they accept money. They have not built any houses. Now, for the sake of money, they don't know who coming into the country. They say, oh, there are people coming for asylum. They can stay in Liberia or they can leave. We have the drug situation in Liberia. And people who that was descending to Liberia, they were part of a gang that had to do with drugs as well. We don't know these people. Liberia government have not done their due diligence on anyone. But because money involved, they decided they will take these people on board. All African countries have refused. My brother, talk to me.
You know, Paul, you and I live in Europe here, and the process in Europe is not the same like in America. And you know, when people, for you, I'm not too sure if you fall in that category, but I came as a asylum seeker. I didn't come as resettlement. I came as a asylum seeker, and I know how tedious it is to seek asylum. I know how difficult it is. So for country, you see, I don't know. These people that the government is sending, or the U.S. government is sending to Liberia, they did not seek asylum in the U.S. for the U.S. to say, okay, no, or they are not U.S. And it's difficult because, see, let me tell you, there are people who came to Europe, that at least I'll speak for Europe, or even in America, there are people that the U.S. resettled because we have crisis in our country from Liberia. And they went through the system. They had to go through interview. They have to go through a lot of things, and they have to show proof that there were crises in their country and they couldn't live there. That's why they were seeking asylum. But these people were people in America who, some of them are criminals, who got criminal record. And America gets rid of them and try to send them to a third world country like Liberia. This is something like what Donald Trump said before, that African country are that kind of country, okay, the bad world country. Because why? How can you take your criminals and dump them on us? And if we say no, we'll be in trouble with you. Because, quote unquote, Liberia is this, connected to America, this close to America. So I think I was looking at the whole thing. I felt at one point that maybe the government was compelled or obliged. The government was forced. They tied their hand. You either accept these people here, or you will not get favor with us. It could be. Or the government was just so able for money, and they say, okay, send money attached to this group. You'll bring the money, we'll take it. and let the people be there. They want to live there, good. They want to live there. But the thing you're involved is that one, if you take these people and you don't care for them, when they begin to go on a rampage and commit crimes and do bad things, you want to carry them back to America? Why will you carry them? Go ahead, Paul.
Linford, this is what I'm saying. You see, when you have somebody who don't have what we call some sort of managerial experience, leadership experience, this is where you get. And I can be blunt on this one. It just showed that the 50 years experience that the president have, he's showing us that he does not have it. If you talk to anybody in Liberia today, they want to leave Liberia because the country is hard. You don't have the infrastructure. You don't have anything. You are a poor nation. And then because they say money, you decide to bring people to put bread on your own people.
And you started breaking down the few houses how you started bringing them already.
Okay, this is what I'm saying.
You're citizen now, 10 people in one room.
You don't care for your citizen. It's a poor country, poor country, that you bringing people down to get in that mix, whereby you fighting cocaine. Your government official are being caught here and there for cocaine, and you bringing people from South America that understand how cocaine can make money, dumping them into Liberia. What kind of sense in it? I got something on this television channel that in Nigeria, I think called Aris or something. They're making mockery of Liberia. And let me see if I can play this. Let me see. It just...
They did not choose that scientists should come to them. They didn't choose that intellectuals should come to them. It's criminals. And they say if they choose. Why is there always bad things Africa used to attract? See, what's the deal in it for Liberia? How much are they getting? Because
they said it's humanitarian.
No.
That's what they said.
Or is it because Trump said his English is very good? The president of Liberia's English is very good. There must be something they are getting. When the UK wanted to bring people to Rwanda, it was paid for, right?
They support projects and infrastructure projects.
It was paid for.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
In
other cases, it's going to be paid for. So Liberia, that is already a poor country, just wants to do it for free.
Yeah.
Is it because of the former American heritage they have?
Well, they're making it clear. It might not be for free, but they're saying that it's humanitarian. They've also made clear that there's no quid pro quo between the two of them.
There's nothing humanitarian about it. Are there Liberians there?
Where? None of the 1,200 are Liberians, but there are some Africans. And they have said that if they choose to...
But Paul, the video is very interesting.
They say send doctors though, send educators though, but it's bringing criminals. We're already suffering people because of money. You sell your birthright because of money. Joseph Newman Boyka is turning Liberia into something that we said it now because we love him, we do praise seeking. This is the point that I'm making. Nothing is shown in his leadership. Nothing is shown. And the reason why they arrested Joel Howard Taylor, that ignored them more, let me roll this, then you speak.
Where are the new projects that the United Party has brought on board? We now are overwhelmed with the whole issue with drugs. No here, no tea, no middle. No one talking. Everybody just sitting quietly. When they said that we were doing drugs and bringing drugs in the country after our push, they said, "Oh, President, we are bringing push." There was a conversation that went across the whole country. What were those major things that were done in the we are Taylor-led government? What has been done now? We are year number 3. And we're still hearing only dedicating old projects that are already done that we might not have had the time to dedicate. The president said, let's go and run our campaign on when we dedicate the project. I think it was a wrong strategy. We should have gone and dedicated those projects so everybody will see. But everybody knows, like you said, do your fact check and find out what was provided.
Therefore, so the 50-year experience, nothing have been shown for the past 3 years. So let's go America, Since Donald Trump want to get rid of criminals, will give Liberia money. Liberia will accept the criminal because of nation that is bad, they don't care for their own citizen. Only the leaders care for themselves. If you look at the president budget, it's for him, he happy. The vice president budget is for him, he happy. The pro tem budget, oh, she a millionaire. The speaker, oh, that's fine. But the common people, they drugs people that they bring into Liberia, we don't know them. People want to leave Liberia because of hardship, and you bringing more people on them. We're in a difficult times in Liberia. And you know, the Colombians, the South Americans, let's put it, they good at all of this criminality and even weapon. That when crisis start in Liberia, you know about gang, the gang situation there, they can establish that in Liberia. We know what happened in Haiti. Liberia is trading on a bad path at the moment. I'm scared for my country. I'm scared that the 50-year experience will make Liberia to be a bad place. That's my fear. Talk to me. Give us so we can close the issue, my brother. It's scary.
Well, I mean, this is horrible. From all indications, in and out, it's horrible. So listen, and you said something that really caught my attention. Everybody you talk to in Liberia now. As I'm speaking, my phone was ringing all night yesterday and last night. People were calling school fee. People want buy book. People want buy this. People want buy that. You talk to people. Some people even want to sell their houses now to leave. People who got property they want to sell it to leave Liberia. Then you go bring people. The question is, are you prepared? No, Europe can receive refugees because at least they got a system. And not even all European countries. See what's happening in Italy and the countries around the area to the north of Africa, where people crossing in Kino. See what they're doing. The people themselves, in as much as they have the facility, but say they can't cope with the influx of refugees, the hard time and things. So they're pushing the people back to Africa where they come from. They're poor country. I hate to use the word poor on Liberia. Liberia is poor, but it's poor management. Country like Liberia that cannot afford to use its resources properly for the citizens. And then people even want to leave that country. You begin to bring people there. And the people that you're bringing, they are not people who, some of whom are used to your hard time like Liberian people. Because, they born all, the first thing that start eating all that mosquito and heat and all the things. So we grow inside. So this is where Liberian people don't even know hard time. The typical Liberians now that have been Liberia born there and they stay there, they know what they call hard time. Because it's part of them. For them, it's normal that somebody can sleep hungry. You know that? They will say, oh, man, tomorrow I found. It's normal for the typical Liberian that were born in Liberia that have not traveled, they don't know where. It's normal for them that, you don't even shower. It's normal for them that they don't eat 2 or 3 times a day. It's normal for them that when you're sick, you don't go to the hospital. You go, okay, I get money. I'll not go. It's normal. I'll get well. Those are normal things for us in Liberia. But that's how
we don't have the infrastructure, Linford.
Yeah, so we used to it. Then you go bring people who are not used to the kind of system. And most of the people they bring in, those some of them may be criminal, or those some of them may be from other countries, but they live in America. They know what life is. You go bring in a country where you don't even have a running water. So the first thing, you begin to face problem with those people because you brought them. But the understanding that you can house them, you can keep them. When they say you can take them to the hospital. But when time comes out, they be getting sick, you can't get them to the hospital. They can't find food to eat, no place to stay. You can't put 4 or 5 men in one room. You begin to face crime. And then we already got crime and criminals in Liberia. Then you go add more. Well, I'm not generally saying that all the people they brought are criminals, no. But situation can make people to become criminals. No people you bringing, they use a good life. They need money, you will not provide job for them. They need hospital when they get sick, the hospital not there. They need facilities, no water, no light.
You got to keep them on welfare because the thing is, so I mean,
well, poor man, we gotta get out of here because it doesn't make sense for me. So where is this for 30 years experience plus 3 years, 50 years experience? What was this a scam? Is this president sleeping? Is he in control? These are the questions I ask myself all the time when I hear some of these things. But in the meantime, let's welcome Francis Mensah. He's somewhere in the back watching, and also my man Waimo. He's here watching, and Courage. But you know, some soon, bro. She has been here ever since. She started to show us, and if you stay there, we'll let us say, Courage, thank you for watching us from Sweden. And we hope that next Tuesday you'll be here with us. Coming Tuesday, we should be 25th, you'll be with us. And Paul, and then closing thing?
No, the thing is, I just want to close on this that what the government is doing, I don't think they're doing it right. If you want to fight the jobs that everybody will be happy with. But your police RG told us that people in the government, senior people that are above him, have not yet been arrested. But then they try to change the whole thing that the cocaine that they caught on the airport, it was Joel Howard that brought the cocaine. That's what they're telling Liberians. So let them say how to code. Let's see. But what I'm saying, this thing is not about cocaine. It's at another level. And the level at which it's on, the next person that will be arrested will be George Manawia. And this is what's going to happen. It's just my own prediction I'm giving. We have to be mindful because the way Liberia is heading, I fear for my country. We already have Zocos that we cannot rehabilitate. And then we can add another group of people that we don't even know whether they're criminals or they are notorious murder. We don't know. We can't add it up. We're in serious trouble.
The question for me before the question
pray for Liberia.
The question I will ask before I close is whether were we ready posed to accept these people, or do we consider our condition, our financial condition, our social condition, health condition, all these things before we accepted these people? But there's not my place to be concerned about that, because this is why we pay Joe Walker huge money. This is why we give him the title of president. This is why he got his government. This should be a good decision for us. Why all happens to us, it will go down in record as their project. So for me, I don't got anything to say, but like you said, let me add a little to what you said about fighting the drug. If they want to fight a drug, let it do it transparent, in a transparent manner that we all see. Because people in Liberia are not stupid, so you can't blindfold us. You can't do things when we know that it's not done properly. We know still, and we hope that the senior level government officials that Gregory Cuomo talk about he used the word in this government. It's not my words. He said in this government, and CDC government is not this government. The Ellen Johnson Unity Party is not this government. He said this, it means this demonstrative actually this is pointing to a particular thing that you can see. He said this government, and we can see that it's a Joe Biden government. Until they can bring no higher ups, whatever they're doing is all fiasco they want to cover on. That's how I'll close tonight. And Paul, if there's any music you want us to take us somewhere, you can do it.
Yeah, you're right, Linfa, because it's Friday and Liberia is in a troubled time, or sometimes let's play something that will send our home. And I'd like to play the thing because Joseph Barker is from Foya, and this little girl also say if you want all the bad things, you have to come from Foya. So we want to drop that note on the Foya. So to our audience, it's just a sad time in Liberia. It's not good. The image coming from Liberia is bad.
It's really bad.
Al Jazeera, BBC, or CNN, all of they carry the former vice president have been charged for drug trafficking. Pretty soon, Liberia will be on, how do you call it? Narco state. Now,
we're moving there gradually.
Yeah, it will be
a narco state. They might put us on a list.
Yes, and the Colombia drug cartels told us that just Joe Becker were giving $2 million to preserve their drugs in Liberia. So it wouldn't surprise me that we in a
But
bad
in
time.
the meantime, 6 tons of the drug is still missing because the government said they only collected 4. So the other
So
6 tons is still
yeah, we
missing.
don't know. So
The government will have to account for it.
We're in a troubled time. So this got nothing to do with partisan, but my fear for my country is the way they proceeding. If they take care. Bon County people say they stand with Joa Howard Taylor. She get her base. The NPP people, the former rebel people, they stand with her. We're heading for a troubled time. These people didn't go nowhere. They fought war before. They standing with her.
And
Charles Taylor stay alive. He still get influence in Liberia. He can make a call from the jail. We're in a troubled time. People must not overlook this thing saying, oh, Omer Baka fighting drugs. And he does not show evidence. We're heading for a bad time. That's so, bro. Everything go to FOIA. Our land issue, the Guinea Profit taking our land. They don't want to talk about it. They're going behind Joel Howard Taylor. Tomorrow when George Weah appear,
I'm afraid they might go after she when they got in.
They will go after him. Yeah, everybody that go, he cross carpet to go after
him. He gave the correct information from that meeting in FOIA.
Yeah, so they'll go. So on that note, to our audience, we want to say have a fantastic weekend. If you're from Liberia, pray for your country, Liberia. The 50 years experience not showing. So, Linfa, I'm taking you to FOIA.
Thank you.
Clappy ENT, baby. Give me that. To my baby. Boy, give me that. We get swagger, we get dresser, we get Scooby-Doo. We get Casabonne like Jackie Foam. We get Palopo, we get Slick when we get BBQ. If you say you grown up, I say I grown up too. Boy, anything like open while I flag and die inside. So Jebby there, you Jebby talking plenty. If you feel you're not enough, then you want photocopy. Boy, you and your grown up man, it can make me scary. Lying for ya, boy, lying for ya. If you feel you more than me, then lying for ya. Lying for ya.